With me in the studio is India's foremost environmentalist and director of the Centre for Science and Environment, Sunita Narayan. Anjali Damania, very active on this issue, convener of the Aam Aadmi Party. Tehseen Poonawalla, political columnist and analyst, leans towards the Congress party. My first question is to Nawab Malik. Mr. Nawab Malik is MLA and chief spokesperson of the Nationalist Congress Party, which is in the dock here. Mr. Nawab Malik, if people in the 2G scam, people resign. In the Kargil for profit scam, people resign. In the CWG nawab, after a lot of kicking and screaming, Kalmadi was thrown out. So in the water scam, Nawab Malik, don't you think Ajit Pawar should resign immediately? Immediately, given the facts which have come out.
Arnav, you can say it is a scam, but it is no scam. Any decision made by Ajit Pawar or a committee was within the framework of law and policy. You are quoting that 2003 the decision was taken to divert water to industry. Till 2011 the decision were made, there was a law in the state. The first priority will be drinking water, then industry, then farming. And that was decision made under that rules and laws. Where is the scam?
No, that is exactly what Raja also says. Raja says, I gave spectrum under certain rules. Ashok Chavan said that these flats were given under rules. Kalmadi said there is no scam in CWG, all done under rules. I am asking you today, Mr. Nawab Malik, between 2003 and 2011, as the Water Resources Minister and then Finance Minister, Ajit Pawar chaired and took part in this high-powered committee that diverted 2,000 million cubic meters of water. That is 40 to 80% of the water of 51 dams that are not his private property, meant for irrigation to industries. In other words, what this proves is that the drought in Maharashtra is not a natural calamity, it is a man-made tragedy. If that is not a scam, Nawab Malik,
no, absolutely.
Tell me, how do you define a scam? People have died in this scam.
No, see, this is... No, this is all absolutely wrong. You predict everything. The dam which have water, efficient water in Pune district. You see, what the industrialization situation were there in the Maharashtra. Earlier there was Mumbai, then Thane and Pune, Nashik and Aurangabad. This area, if there is an industrialization, industry require water. If anybody take decision to give water to industries, is a scam. You are discussing the Gujarat is having a lot of investment. It's a number one state. And when we require investment, when we require industries, we supply the water to the industry. How it can be a scam?
Did you ask the local people? Did you ask the local people?
No, there is a...
Were there consultations with the people who are affected? How much water is diverted? I can tell you from the Hetwane dam in the Raigad district, 88% of the water is rerouted for industry, sir. Your state has a drought. Farmers are committing suicide. 88% of the water. Anjali, am I wrong? Anjali Damania, was 88% of the water diverted or not? And your response to Nawab Malik?
District by district.
Mr. Nawab Malik, now if we've heard enough from you, could the rest of us talk, please?
Discuss the issue for district to district.
Mr. Nawab Malik, there are many things that I would want to bring across in this show. The first one, let us talk about the drought in general, which is because in the previous debate that we had, you were telling us the history and the geography of Maharashtra. Let us,
you are a
please.
Lady who is fighting for her own land.
This book is specially dedicated to you, Mr. Nawab Malik, and your friend, Mr. Jitendra Awad. It says how to succeed by irritating, frustrating and throwing difficulties off balance, because this is all that you guys can do, irritate and frustrate the person who is sitting and debating with you. Now let us come to the topic. If you permit me, can I come to the topic?
How you represent Aam Aadmi Party here?
Sorry, I didn't get you. Can I have this again?
No, say you are representing a party, you always say.
Yes.
Your party has suspended you. They doesn't believe that you are in that party.
Hello, Mr. Nawab Malik. I think each and everything that you get is wrong. We have not come here to discuss Aam Aadmi Party. By the way, for your information, I am the convener of Maharashtra. This is for your information only. Now coming to the topic, please do not discuss anything else but the topic of Maharashtra, because the people are here in a very bad shape.
Mr. Nawab Malik, allow her to complete. The fact is large-scale redirection of water from
let her
51
speak.
dams.
This book is dedicated to you, Mr. Nawab Malik. It is completely
That
dedicated
is why
to
there is
you.
a drought. So you know, you are driving farmers to suicide. Yes, Anjali, complete your point.
Now let me complete the main issue. See, there is basically the drought is in Marathwada and in Western Maharashtra. Now if you talk about Marathwada, if it is called, Aurangabad is called as the beer capital of the country, if you ask me. Now the maximum number of breweries, distilleries is all in Aurangabad, and the entire water of Jayakwadi is either sent off to the distilleries or it is given to industries. And please check on this. I can even challenge Mr. Nawab Malik on this. Now coming to Western Maharashtra, each and every river that flows, each and every dam that is made, all heads to Baramati. And all the sugar barons of Baramati get the water from the entire Western Maharashtra. I had gone to a very remote place called Karmala, which is, you know, there is a small dam there called Kukdi. The water from that dam also is taken to Baramati. You know, pipelines to the extent of nearly 300 kilometers are specially laid down for taking water to Baramati for the sugar factories. Now, is this on, Mr. Nawab Malik? Now, coming to the rest of the question, first you mocked Mr. Prabhakar Deshmukh, and now you mock at the people of Maharashtra saying that there is no drought, there is ample water. Then why did the state declare drought in 11,000 villages? Can you answer these questions, please?
See,
One
Mrs.
second. I want to get it,
Damania,
Sunita
there is
Narayan.
a
I'm coming to
drought
everyone.
in-
By the way, Dr.
Listen,
Subodh
Arnab-
Bagle is president and trustee of Prayas, the group and NGO which has done sterling job and is being quoted everywhere for its job in exposing the water scam. Thank you, Mr. Subodh Bagle. Sunita, we heard the Union Water Resources Minister Harish Rawat say that the centre can't do anything about it. Now, is that an acceptable point of view from the centre? No, after all, there are so many farmer suicides. I'm not getting into the politics of it being a Congress government here, Congress government. Can they wash their hands off?
No, they can't, Arnab.
They can't.
Let's understand the issue in Maharashtra is one that is actually going to become an issue across the country if we don't address it quickly. Maharashtra shows you that it's not about just the absolute shortage of water, but it is about equity in the use of the water. And that is what is showing up in Maharashtra. Maharashtra has been a very unique state which has had a bizarre legislation which has put industry at a higher level to drinking water.
Does this happen anywhere else in the country?
No, nowhere else. And it happened in Maharashtra. It was there for some years. And farmers have been protesting and have been raising these issues without any listening from politicians. Still, 2 years ago, when the Upper Vardha project came up and land and water was diverted, and there was huge protest by farmers,
Yes.
outcry, then you will remember.
Yes, yes, I remember that.
There was huge riots, and that then led to government understanding that they can't go ahead with this. But I think Maharashtra has to understand today that this policy of giving water to industry, giving water to sugarcane type crops, which are water guzzlers, is absolutely suicidal. What it needs to do is to understand it does need industry, it does need urban growth, but it cannot come at the cost of agriculture.
Sunita, may I ask you, for our lay audience, you are of course an environmental, but lay audience, if I were to say today that those people who have died, who have committed suicides and who are suffering, that they are the victims of a man-made drought. Because everybody in the government in Maharashtra says this is rubbish, it's not a man-made drought. Would you say it's a man-made drought?
Well, Arnab, the facts speak for it. The fact is that rainfall in Maharashtra in the last 2 years hasn't been extraordinarily deficient. It has been close to normal, but there is a drought. And it's getting exacerbated. Last year was a bad drought. This year it's getting worse. And the fact is that even today, if you go to these areas, as my reporters did, writing for Down to Earth, they found that sugarcane was growing, grapes was growing, and yet there was destitution with farmers who don't have access to water.
Yeah, so
you're beginning to see a state which is using water and doesn't understand water is about equity.
And if I may just say so here, one of the greatest ironies is if you ask anyone today, and I want to go to Tehseen on this, that you ask anyone today, where are the best vineyards? Where is the wine industry
It's all in Maharashtra.
India growing? They'll say it's Maharashtra. Where do the vineyards grow? They're all in Maharashtra. So you have money for vineyards, you have money for sugarcane crops and for the sugarcane industry. Simple question, Tehseen. You back the Congress on all issues, but on this, you're defending the indefensible. Surely, even as a Congress-leaning writer, you would say Ajit Pawar better resign before he embarrasses himself anymore.
Arnab, my views on this are very, very clear. What Ajit Pawar does is for the NCP to decide. But what the Congress has done on this is it has a chief minister who's broken the back of the builder lobby, a chief minister who's actually exposed the irrigation scam, or so-called irrigation scam, a chief minister who's letting the judiciary now take over this sort of investigation. So you have a very honest chief minister. He's got 1,200 crores for the drought relief. He has to fix what is broken. There is something that is broken. He has to fix it. And you have a chief minister who's actually making a difference in Maharashtra. So what the Congress is actually doing is it has
So why are you giving yourself a certificate, Tehseen?
There is a problem.
Tehseen,